Hi, this is Cheryl, and in this video, I'm walking you through a way to work on a 4 points exercise. So it's a hand and knees exercise, and the point of this is to really support yourself, both to find clarity in how your legs come into your hip joints, which is important for the clarity of forces coming up from the ground through your legs into your hips and up through your spine, but also how to marry that with being able to move the line of your spine as you manage your balance, that can really help give you a more integrated sense of the line of your spine as you do rolling in aikido. There's several points we can kind of deconstruct about rolling. This is an approach that came out of working with a client to improve their ability to more dynamically keep balance from their base of support in setting up for rolling, and a smoother sense, an integrated sense of their role as they go over. And so what the exercise looks like here is to be on hands and knees and to really slow things down so that you're looking at where is the optimal placement of my knees and my hands so I could take them away, one and the other, or even one side to the other. And so part of this exploration is to really have a sense of, how do I find that integrated line of my spine, tailbone to head, as the bridge to the 2 points between, and doing that on both sides, because you may have movement habits that make it different on one side compared to the other. And you can explore this with a live toes situation to make this closer to aikido and the rolling situation, but to really explore this piece of, how do I find that bridge and that line in order to find balance and do the work of holding myself on. And as you can see, much bigger balance challenge to go both sides on one side, and really worthwhile study to explore that. And so once you've had a sense of this, then you can look at, how can I change the line of my spine and retain this sense of balance between. And so just doing some explorations to find out, how can I rely on these points of balance so I can change the shape of my spine in the ways that I want. And so the little caution I would say is, whenever we're doing this kind of movement study in the context of improving performance in a martial art like aikido, we want to rush to the performance part. And what I've really learned is the value of spending some slow, steady time to really build within yourself this sense of, how I feel balance, how I feel the ground force coming up through the 2 points of support, one hand, one knee in this case, and feeling that connection through you so that you can reclaim that sense when you are on the mats, when you are moving faster. So allow yourself the luxury of hanging out in that kind of exploration till you really feel a sense of, I really am supporting myself. I can really move my other limbs around this line of my spine. And basically, I have the freedom to do what I want. So that when you take that into the context of really setting up to roll, I'll just use the approximation of the table here, and this expanding base of support through your feet, that you have as much freedom as possible to express how you would do a front roll forward. And so that's the kind of quality I would invite you to work towards, rather than running back to the mat and doing, 50 more rolls, without tasting that quality of freedom and support, so that you can really be dynamically mobile and soft and easy in your rolls. So thanks for tuning in.